The invention Hitler never saw coming, WWII's hidden game changer.
World War II was a brutal contest of firepower, strategy, and innovation. Nations threw everything they had into the war effort: soldiers, scientists, spies. But behind the chaos of battle, something extraordinary was unfolding in secret laboratories.
A silent force was being born, an invention so advanced, so unexpected, that it shifted the very direction of the war.
And the most terrifying part? Hitler never saw it coming.
While German scientists focused on tanks, V-rockets, and brute force engineering, Allied intelligence had their eyes set on something far more subtle and far more deadly.
Hidden beneath layers of military secrecy, a technological breakthrough was brewing.
One that didn't fire bullets or drop bombs, but had the power to break encrypted German commands in real time.
This wasn't just a weapon.
It was a mind-bending innovation that allowed the Allies to see into Hitler's war room, to anticipate his moves before he made them. And it wasn't built in a battlefield, but in a cold British estate called Bletchley Park. What they created there changed the course of history forever.
Top secret tech that won World War II, the invention that turned the tide.
When we think of World War II, we imagine tanks rumbling across Europe, fighter planes soaring over battlefields, and the deafening boom of artillery. But behind all of that, there was another war, a silent war.
A war of information, intelligence, and invention.
And in that hidden war, one secret weapon made all the difference.
This wasn't a gun. It wasn't a bomb.
It wasn't even something most soldiers knew existed.
It was a machine.
A code-breaking, mind-reading, data-shredding marvel that could intercept enemy messages, decode them, and hand their secrets directly to Allied commanders. It was the invention that helped win battles before they even began.
Codenamed Ultra, this top-secret project harnessed the power of early computing to crack Germany's supposedly unbreakable Enigma code.
Every day, German forces sent thousands of encrypted messages, believing their system was invincible. But thanks to the brilliant minds at Bletchley Park, led by the legendary Alan Turing, those messages weren't just intercepted, they were read, understood, and acted upon. This tech turned the tide in Africa, the Atlantic, and eventually in Normandy. It saved millions of lives by shortening the war. And yet, it remained classified for decades. Only now are we beginning to understand just how critical this hidden invention truly was. How one secret weapon reshaped the future of warfare forever. In the chaos of World War II, battles were fought with bullets and bombs, but the war was won with brains.
And among all the weapons deployed, one secret invention stood above the rest.
Not because it caused the most destruction, but because it changed everything about how wars are fought.
Even today. This was not your typical military weapon. It didn't explode. It didn't kill.
But it did something far more dangerous. It gave one side the power to know what the other was planning before they acted. It was like seeing into the enemy's mind, and it gave the Allies a devastating advantage.
We're talking about the birth of machine intelligence.
A prototype computer, built in silence, in the middle of a war-torn Britain.
Its purpose? Crack the German Enigma code, a cipher so complex, the Nazis believed it was unbreakable. But they were wrong. Dead wrong.
Alan Turing and his team created a machine, a forerunner of modern computers, that could analyze encrypted messages faster than any human. That machine didn't just help win World War II, it launched a revolution. It planted the seed for every piece of technology you use today, from smartphones to satellites to AI. The untold story of WWII's most powerful invention, hidden from the world. Some weapons shake the battlefield, others reshape the world from behind closed doors. During World War II, while tanks rumbled across Europe and aircraft lit up the skies, there was a secret weapon that operated in total silence.
No explosions. No gunfire.
Yet its impact was greater than any bomb ever dropped. This invention wasn't forged on the front lines, but in complete secrecy, under high-level classified status. Even most generals didn't know it existed.
But thanks to its influence, entire Nazi divisions were ambushed, U-boats were sunk, and war plans were crushed before they could even begin. So what was it? This is the untold story of the world's first true supercomputer, built to break the unbreakable. The Nazis believed their Enigma machine was a technological fortress.
What they didn't know was that deep in the English countryside, inside Bletchley Park, British cryptographers led by Alan Turing were building something that could crack it wide open. It was called the bomb, a massive, spinning, blinking beast of a machine, and it changed everything.
It gave the Allies access to top-secret Nazi communications. It predicted U-boat positions in the Atlantic. It prevented ambushes. It saved countless lives.
And most importantly, it turned the tide of the war, all without firing a single bullet. But for decades, the existence of this invention was buried under national security laws. The men and women who worked on it were sworn to silence. Some went to their graves never speaking a word about their role in saving the world.
From shadows to supremacy, how secret World War II tech still influences modern warfare.
You might think World War II tech belongs to the past, outdated, obsolete, a relic of another time.
But think again.
Because the secret inventions of World War II didn't just win battles, they built the blueprint for modern military dominance. From radar and stealth tech to encryption and computing, the breakthroughs born in secrecy are now the backbone of today's most advanced defense systems.
The code-breaking computers used to crack the Nazi Enigma machine? They evolved into the AI-driven intelligence systems running today's drones and satellites. The early radar arrays?
They sparked a revolution in surveillance and missile guidance.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe our channel Defense Matrix for more interesting and knowledgeful videos.